Yes, it's that time, but thankfully for the last time. Peace and wellness, y'all. We have Mercury, which is our planet of communication, agreements, transportation, and personal technology, retrograde in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign that is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is our planet of optimism, philosophy, and expansion. When we are talking about Sagittarius energy, we're talking about the energy of adventure as well as freedom and exploration. We're also talking about the energy of being very exaggerative, right? A Sagittarius knows how to tell a dramatic, elaborate story. I love that about Sagittarius energy. They're also very friendly and communal beings when they want to be, huh? Now, when we have Mercury, our planet of communication, transportation, and personal technology, as well as agreements, retrograde, it can bring some challenges in that area. And those challenges will often call us to do inner work. Now, this is what I will say. This Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to bring challenges mainly in the area of transportation because Sagittarius is all about adventure, exploration, and freedom and all of that. Now, about 2 weeks ago, I gave the people an early warning of what Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius would look like. It'll be super intense when it comes to transportation. Okay, so pay close attention. I'm telling y'all, I'm talking about like an increase in car accidents, dramatic, drastic car accidents, things going on with airplanes, planes being grounded, delayed flights, things like that, like very severe issues going on at the airport. Now, we would. Oh, okay. Now, Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is one of the most challenging placements for Mercury retrograde because of that mutable fire energy. When we're talking about that mutable energy, we're talking about quick, sudden changes. Don't be surprised if the challenges in the area of communication, agreements, personal technology, and transportation happen very suddenly and from people that you least expect. Also, we're talking about that fire energy that Sagittarius brings. So it will be super intense. However, I must say that this energy won't last long because on November 18th, Mercury retrograde is going to make a quick shift back into Scorpio, which is our fixed water sign. That Scorpio energy will bring some ease to that Mercury retrograde intensity. So the challenges won't happen as often and they won't be as intense. Also, the area of transportation is going to kind of lighten up a bit. Now, I must say, when we're talking about Scorpio energy, though, the area of communication will likely remain kind of intense. Just be very mindful to not communicate from a space of emotion because that Scorpio water energy is going to elevate your emotion. Do not communicate from a space of emotion and be aware that other people may be communicating from a space of emotion. So don't show up to every argument. Don't entertain every battle. Just pick and choose your energy wisely and pick and choose what you allow your energy to align with wisely. Don't lower yourself to anybody else's vibration. Now, Mercury will be direct on November 29th. There will be a little bit of a post-shadow period for about a week to 2 weeks. But the thing about this is this will be the last Mercury retrograde for the rest of the year. So when I said it's that time, but thankfully for the last time, baby, we good for the rest of the year, huh? Much love and happy Mercury retrograde. You are well. No weapons formed against you shall prosper. And in the words of Miss Seeley, the jail they planned for you is the one they will rot in. Don't let those negative words that anybody tries to speak to you or over you align with you and taint your energy, baby. Just know they gonna rot. Yes, finally we have some energy going on in the planetary alignment where the free-flowing creative introverts can thrive. Y'all, we officially have Uranus, our planet of individuality and innovation, retrograde and re-entering the sign of Taurus. Now, Taurus is a fixed earth sign that is ruled by Venus, which is our planet of love, pleasure, relationships, sensuality, beauty, material abundance, and values. Retrogrades call for us to do a lot of inner work. When we're talking about Uranus retrograde in Taurus, we're talking about the inner work of really stepping into your individuality and creative freedoms. A lot of people will be discovering new aspects of their authentic self, especially in the areas of creative expression. So what does tapping into creative expressions look like? It looks like having the desire to write the book or getting more clarity about what should be in the book. It looks like actually having the energy and the vision to manifest the play that you've been thinking about, or really manifest the film that you've been thinking about. It looks like having the desire to take the improv class or take the certification or just get back in school as a whole because you want to grow your mind and learn how to tap into creative parts of your brain, right? That is what Uranus retrograde in Taurus looks like. It looks like us stepping out of our comfort zone, stepping out of what makes us feel comfortable and secure in groups, and feeling more safe, secure, and grounded in being an individual, being your own full authentic self, no matter how weird or awkward or quirky it may make you, right? This Uranus retrograde in Taurus is going to elevate the awkward, quirky, stand out from the crowd energy in everybody. Now, I'm gonna be honest, you might find yourself feeling a little ungrounded for a while, feeling a little disconnected and detached. This may also look like you not really having desires to go out to the social events or go out with the friends or family. This may also really look like you kind of just wanting to be more of a recluse as a whole. But that time in reclusion and solitude is going to be spent really tapping in with yourself and having a lot of revelations about your creativity and who you really are. And I say that because we have Neptune, our planet of dreams and spirituality, retrograde in Pisces. Neptune is all about elevated intuition, and in the sign of Pisces, it flourishes. Retrogrades, again, call us to do a lot of inner work. So we will all be called to really tap into our intuition, our spiritual practices, elevate in our spiritual practices. You may also notice that your spiritual gifts are much more strong because we have Neptune in Pisces, which is its home sign, its safe space. Uranus is sextiling, meaning bringing harmony and complementary energy to this Neptune retrograde in Pisces. So intuition is naturally increased. Also, Saturn, our planet of boundaries and restrictions, is retrograde in Pisces as well, and sextiling Uranus retrograde in Taurus, calling us to step outside of our boundaries and restrictions, calling us to find comfort being uncomfortable, find comfort moving outside of our social norms and societal boundaries. So this Uranus retrograde in Taurus energy is going to be good for all of us, especially for the introverts, especially for those who actually enjoy being reclusive and in solitude and in silence and getting to know themselves at a higher level, especially for all of the artists and the creators. This Uranus retrograde is going to be a vibe. But if that is not really your vibe, if you're more extroverted, really try to utilize this energy to become the leader at whatever you like to do outside, being an extrovert. So if you like to throw events, start being a leader in event planning, start organizing the events. Tap into your creative energy and your authentic self of being an extrovert and utilize this energy to maybe start a business doing that. Keep in mind, Uranus is retrograde until February 4th of 2026. So you have all of this time to enjoy this free-flowing, creative individuality and utilize this energy to elevate and deeply connect to new levels of your authentic self. Much love.